So on the menu today is a Spanish style beef stew, but we're going to be using white wine in this one instead of the usual red wine that I like to use when I'm cooking beef over a campfire in a Dutch oven. So the first job is to get the wood prepped for the campfire. I've split some logs, I've split some kindling earlier on, I've sawn some hazel for the base of the fire, and I'm just out gathering some dry sticks just to help the fire get going. So once we'd got the firewood prepped and the fire was going, it's time to crack on with the meal. So step number one, a good glug of olive oil into the pot, and then like every good beef stew we'd start with onion and garlic. Now you don't have to chop your garlic with an axe, but it does make a handy tool for these tasks. Once we'd got the veg chopped up, it was just a case of sweating the onions down alongside the garlic and the bell pepper for around 20 minutes, and then we'd add the meat. So we were using 500 grams of beef shin. Once that was in the pot, then we'd just season it with probably about 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, a touch of salt and pepper, and then we crumbled in a beef stock cube. I gave it a good stir, and I did add some flour as well just before I put the wine in, and that would help thicken the stew later on. But yeah, we've got the meat in there. I've just put the wine in. When I was researching this recipe, the suggestion was to use a dry white wine, so I went with a Pinot Grigio. But people did say you could use sweet or even sherry as well. I've put the whole bottle in there. I'm not really sure if you meant to put, you know, some liquid stock in and the bottle, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. If it reduces too much, I can always add some water later on, I guess. But I've just drank the dregs out of this. I'm not much of a white wine drinker, but it's not too bad. But I think I'm going to crack open a lager now. Right, back to the food. So I was doing the job here that, well, let's be honest, that I was born to do: peel the tatties. So we'd had the meat on for 2 hours, and what you don't want to do really is put your tatties and carrots in too early, otherwise you run the risk of them just getting boiled into mush. So we cut them into decent sized chunks and just let the stew cook for another hour. So the stew is done. I've just knocked up some flour with some water here just to thicken the stew. I'm going to get that in. So you might be able to see we're losing a bit of light. It's getting on a bit. The stew's doing great. But it's time to open a bottle of red wine to go with the meal. So you've got a nice bottle of Rioja here. Oh, smells fruity. We haven't got any wine glasses though, so I think these tin cups, these are going to have to do. The meat is really soft, as you would expect. It's been slow cooked for around 3 hours. Flavour wise, you're not getting the richness of a red wine beef stew, are you?
No, it's a bit more mellow.
You can't really go wrong with a slow cooked campfire beef stew, and this one was no exception. Trust me, there was nothing left at the end of the night. I would give it a solid 10 out of 10, and it was a really good idea using the white wine in the stew. But the darkness was coming in now, so we just spent the rest of the evening sitting around the embers of the campfire,